Hey there, fellow gladiators, welcome to another Gladiatus episode. In this one we are discussing stats and training. So, on the overview page you can see this little section right here. These are the stats of your character. If you put your mouse, your cursor over each of those, it will give you some information. I will quickly go over each of those and try to clarify what these tooltips down there mean. So first are life points. Life points are basically your health. The more you have, the less you need to heal. If you're in a battle and your life points reach 1, you basically automatically lose the fight. They won't go below 1 because you can't permanently die in this game. Once they reach 1, you won't be able to fight unless you heal. Next one is experience, self-explanatory, and I think we need to discuss this one. Next one is strength. Strength increases damage made on the opponent and the chance of blocking opposing hits. So what this means is the more you have, the more damage you get. This works by tens. So every 10 strength gives you 1 damage. Yeah, seems really good, but it's not. It's a really expensive stat, and I think it should be trained last. Chance of blocking opposing hits. This means when an opponent attacks you, you have a chance of blocking their attack. The higher strength, the more chance of blocking it is. I still think it's not a good stat to train. It should be last, in my opinion. It's really expensive and not worth it. I'll explain later why. Next one is dexterity. Dexterity increases the chance of hitting as well as chance of a double hit against your opponent. And a critical hit, excuse me. So a chance of hitting means when you attack opponent, you have a chance of hit and miss. The higher dexterity, the higher hit chance. Next one is chance of double hit. Now, a double hit chance is a little bit weird because there are more abilities or stats involved in that chance. I will leave a formula down in the description in case you want to check it and test it out yourself. But basically, in order to get a higher double hit, you need high dexterity and charisma. In order to lower the enemy chance for double hit, you need higher intelligence and agility. It's a little bit weird. I will leave the formula in the description so you can see what I mean. And the last, or critical hit against your opponent. So critical hits are the most important part in the fight, especially in arena, because critical hits can deal up to 3 times the damage of the normal hit. So it's really strong. It should be a priority maxing because they are mostly what determines the fight. Like 1 crit can win you the fight. They are really overpowered. Agility decrease opponent's chance of hitting and their chance of landing a double hit or critical hit. So we discussed double hit already. Chance of hitting, again, when opponent attacks you, you have a chance of making them miss their attack. This agility is basically opposite of dexterity. You can look at it that way, but you should train agility over dexterity because agility is way easier to max. It's like 3 times less cost than dexterity. Dexterity is really expensive and it's really hard to max. So you should do it second. First agility because you can get it to max like 2 events with training discount will increase this a lot if you have over 10-20 million. You really not much work. This is for high levels, of course. Lower levels you train what you can. Again, focus first agility, dexterity, charisma, intelligence, strength. But if you are a higher level and you don't know what to focus on first because everything is expensive, I think agility, dexterity, intelligence, charisma and strength last. Constitution and it increases your life points and regeneration. You should have it around 200, and really no need to touch it anymore. When you get to higher levels, it will become cheaper and cheaper, because you will earn a ton of gold, and you can increase it accordingly. No really need to focus on this one. So next one is charisma. Charisma increases the chance of double hit. Again, we discussed that one. In addition, it increases your presence in dungeon battles. Now, what does it mean? Increases presence in dungeon battles. So in dungeon, there's this thing called threat. Threat basically determines who in your dungeon party is a tank. You have three roles: tank, healer, and attacker. So you should have 3 attackers, 1 tank, and 1 healer. Some people put their clone for healing, some put the defense. It depends on stats and gear you have. Let's move on. Next one is intelligence. So intelligence increases chance of learning against expedition opponents. So what does that mean? That means when you go to expedition, you see these bonuses down here. Well, the higher intelligence you have, the more chance you have on earning these ones. Next is increases healing in dungeon battles and the chance of critical healing. So in dungeons, if you are a healer, or if you are a mercenary that's a healer, the higher their intelligence, the more healing they'll have, and the higher critical chance for critical healing will be. Increases healing from food. So when you hover over a food item, you see from intelligence. That's basically from the intelligence you have added life points to that item. And last on intelligence, reduces opponent's chance of double hit. Again, one of the 4 stats that influence double hitting. Armor. Now armor, some players for some reason do not take this stat seriously. It's really important, because the most important thing you can see when you hover over absorbs damage. So when an opponent attacks you, basically the more armor you have, the less damage he does. Absorbs damage, you can see the amount under armor. It's basically taken from their total damage and then applied to you. So basically, if someone with 200 damage attacked me, 136 of their damage would be taken, so they would hit me for like 60. It's really good. Next one is resilience. It increases your chance of avoiding critical hits. That's through items, which you will get in higher levels. As you can see, critical attack value, block value, hardening value, and threat. Blocking value is next. It increases chance to block a hit. Basically, it does the same thing as strength, but you can get it from items. On damage, your damage is mostly increased by your weapon, of course, but you can get it from other items you have on you. Some of them have it, some of them don't. It depends on the prefix and suffix. And lastly, chance for critical damage. This is increased by dexterity, of course, and you can get it from items. As you can see, critical attack value. So the conclusion, if you're wondering, the order you should prioritize training your stats is agility, dexterity, intelligence, charisma, and last, strength. Constitution at 200, probably won't need it more. I don't see the point in increasing and putting money on Constitution. It's not going to make much of a difference in fights. Anyway, that will be it for this video. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Goodbye.